Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar,
Yogi Ramsuratkumar,
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, 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 Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Ashram. With our grateful pranam, we have offered the Nama lotuses once again at the lotus feet of Bhagwan in celebration of His grace, which made it possible. Now, before we submit our today's prayer, let's remember two things that Bhagwan taught. He said in Sannidhi Street House, if you have so much wealth, many houses, many bungalows, cars, and a very high position in the society, a talent, if you do not have the blessings of the Guru, what use is of this life? What is the use of all this? The true wealth is Guru's blessing. If you have Guru's blessing, Guru's grace, and if you don't have anything else, you are still the richest. This is how Bhagwan said very elevatingly about Guru's grace. And to obtain this Guru's grace, the simplest sadhana is to chant his name. And when we chant the name, we must remember that we are getting connected to a very high power. The power of Yogi Ramsuratkumar, the power of one divinity, the supreme Brahman, that has taken the form of Brahma while creating, and the form of Hari while protecting, and the form of Rudra while destroying the cosmos. So, Bhagwan says, the most important thing is to develop faith in the grace of the Guru, bhakti for the Guru, Guru bhakti, and faith in the Guru. And based on this, the Guru Seva. This is what is advocated by Bhagwan all the time. Of a story which he often narrated in Sannidhi Street House, this everybody knows, it's a very popular story already, that you have a flock of sheep. You know that one sheep leads the whole group, and the whole group would follow the leader sheep blindly. The flock of sheep is famous for blindness, the blind following. Now one day, a lioness, which was pregnant, saw this flock of sheep. It was very happy it would have enough food that day, so it began to chase them. Now while doing so, it was fully pregnant, and then the cub came out. And unfortunately, the lion died. Now the cub joined the group of the sheep, and then it began to behave like a sheep, every way, just following the leader sheep blindly. It was just a number of the crowd. One day, another lion came that side, and then it saw the unusual sight.
of a cub, a lion's cub, going along with the sheep. It understood what was happening, and it began to chase, and all the sheep, they ran away, and then this cub also started to run. Now in one jump, the lion caught hold of this cub and brought it to a well, dragged it to a well, and then it forced the cub to see its reflection in the water in the well. And then the cub saw that it looked very different from the others of the flock. And it saw the other lion as well. And then it immediately understood it belonged to the species of the lion. And then its whole behavior began to change. All the characteristics of the lion began to exhibit. Bhagwan repeated the story and said, we would go on running our lives in this world, unmindful of lofty levels of spirituality. But then one day, by our punya, the meritorious deeds that we had done in the previous janma, a lofty soul would come by and then point to you, who you are, and what is the goal of your life, and how to achieve it. And then he said, that is the Guru. It is the divine. It is the supreme divine that comes down in the form of the Guru just to uplift the people, the ignorant people. And that is when he mentioned, if you do not have the blessings of your Guru, what is the use of possessing other wealth? And if you have only Guru's blessing and do not have anything else, what else do you need? You are the richest. Now, Bhagwan also narrated the story which was originally given, which I have read in Sri Ramakrishna's Upadesha Manjari, that there was a wild snake living on the border of a village. It was very violent, and it began to bite and kill the people, the passers-by. So afraid of this, the children would not go anywhere, and also the adults. So people began to avoid the particular route. Now one day, a Sadhu Mahatma came that side. He saw how violent the snake had become, how cruel, how unnecessarily it was biting the people who passed by and killing. Out of compassion, he went near the snake and said, you are wasting your life. I'll give you a mantra. You hold on to it. And you don't do this kind of biting. Instead, you keep on chanting this mantra, and this mantra will take you to the highest state. Now, the snake, because of the punya it must have done previously, the previous births, it got this particular fortune of this Mahatma's mantra. It began to do Japa, and as it repeated the name again and again and again, this violent, cruel snake became Satwik. It began to be more and more Satwik, with the result, now the village children and the other villagers, they found out that the snake was not biting anymore. Now the whole thing reversed. The children began to tease the snake. They would drag the snake by the tail around the rough ground, and then it would begin to bleed. But still it would not strike, because the mantra had made it very Satwik. And then again they would throw stones at it, and it bore with them patiently. It did not bother to retaliate, because the mantra had made it Satwik. One day, after several years, the Sadhu Mahatma returned to the same place. Now what did he see? The same ferocious snake was now lying down, bleeding, almost on the verge of death. He took pity on it, and then I said, "Look, my dear snake, it's good that you have become Satwik. The mantra has transformed you, and yet I did not tell you, I told you not to bite. I did not tell you not to hiss. You have to hiss out for self-protection." This was the advice given by Sadhu Mahatma. When I narrated this story to one of my students, the student devotee asked me, "So you see, the fate can be won over, that one could overcome the fate by a yukti. For example, the snake did not have to bite, but it can hiss out. So you see, it's an idea, it's a better idea, and executed, it gave results." So he said, it means the fate can be overcome by our intelligent, clever ideas. Then it struck me, and I asked him, if that is so, why didn't the Sadhu Mahatma tell the snake in the very first place when he gave the mantra to the snake? You don't bite, but you can hiss out. He didn't say it in the beginning. It's only when he came after several years to the same place and found the snake in that pitiable condition that he spoke. Doesn't that show that even these ideas would come out, would play up only at the fixed time? So you see, everything is orchestrated by the divine will according to the divine plan for each. So whatever incident, whatever event that happens to us, whatever life brings to you, be it a joy or sorrow, it is well planned and well executed, and it is according to our fate. But once you take refuge at the feet, at the holy feet of a great Mahatma, then a major portion of your fate would be removed. You get only the tail end. But even the tail end is unbearable sometimes, that we scream. That is lack of our practice. So let us understand that the fate can be overcome only by grace, not by the intelligent counter activities. Only grace can overcome, and for this grace one has to do tapas. And tapas has been made very simple for us by our Bhagwan. It's only a mantra chanting, and he says whether you have devotion or not, faith or not, concentration or not, you just keep chanting and chanting and chanting. everything would follow sooner or later. So let's remember this and submit our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Bhagwan, we beg you for your immediate divine intervention to bring into this world a dharmic normalcy in all aspects of life. Because we see, what do we see? A violent world. Now added to it a war, and added to it the natural calamities, the fury of nature, how it's striking people and bringing life to a standstill. Bhagwan, we beg you to uproot all the negativities of the human mind which are responsible for today's world. We also beg you to reach out all those people who are suffering in different places, in different ways, so that they get what they need. Please do the needful. And Bhagwan, we beg you to protect all those unselfish people who have been working hard for the sake of the others. And we also beg you for a boost to our economy. We pray and pray in all earnestness and sincerity and intensity for unceasing chanting of your name, unbroken remembrance of you, knowing not a single nama goes waste. Every nama purifies us of our past sins. A nama can be likened to a divine incinerator. It burns away our past karmas. The deeper you go into nama, the faster your sins are getting burnt. We all know what an incinerator is. It burns up the waste. It's a machine, a modern machine which burns up the waste, the unwanted. A divine incinerator is our nama, the nama given by the Guru mantra. So let us put all that is unwanted in us in that divine incinerator and continue chanting His name. And Bhagwan, we also pray to you to bless us to be Satwik instruments in your hands so that we could run our everyday life as an offering to you. We beg you not to allow us to be caught by the snares of Maya. We also seek the ultimate state of being, the ultimate state of bliss, which we know is independent of any external agency. But then we need to be purified, so we take refuge in your nama, seva, and the practice of acceptance of whatever life brings to us as a blessing from you, a blessing to transform us, so that we would be able to see your living, vibrant presence everywhere in everything, and also your will behind all the happenings of life. And Bhagwan, most importantly, we should be able to detect that hidden grace even in the most devastating experiences of life, knowing every adversity that life brings is because of our own past karma. Any harsh word that you speak to somebody will come back to you one day. Any praise that you have for anybody will definitely come back to you one day. Praise or abuse is only a debt that is returned in kind. So let's remember to take every adversity as a blessing from you, so that we would be grateful to you even for the sufferings of life. And Bhagwan, we also beg you to promote all the species of the cosmos to a higher plane from where they are now. We seek freedom, liberation from the vicious cycle of births and deaths, the endless rising of the waves of problems of life in the samsaric ocean, for which we need to be free from the tyranny of the ego, from the tyranny of I and mine that rule our lives. Bhagwan, please bless us all for that eternal living and eternal servitude to you, the eternal Supreme. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.